feet tall, they're gonna be like, oh, there's for sure a guy in there. There's a guy in there. Kill him. Kill him and his family.
That's...
Hello everyone, welcome back to Open Arms Reactions. My name's Casper Fox, this is Mortius, and today we're back with more Epic the Musical, kinda.
Kind of, yeah. We are checking out Epic the Musical, the Troy Saga, Drunk Mythology. Now, this is something that Danny Motta made a couple of weeks ago as of the time of recording this that I have been meaning to check out for a while. And as we're kind of just like backlogging our Epic Sunday content for Casper's America trip in May, I was like, you know what? Let's just check out Danny's Drunk Mythology Troy Saga, because I just feel like that would be a really fun, like, goofy extra video while you're out on vacation. And Casper was like, you know what? Yeah, fire. So, I am very excited to check this out. Casper, remind me, we've kind of talked about it before. Have you really watched any of Danny's content besides, like, just the clips I've sent you?
No? He used the old audios for his first part of his reaction, so I kind of didn't watch it then because I like Brian just never got around to it.
It was just purely an editing misunderstanding that's probably partially my fault, but yeah, I get what you're saying. I, however, absolutely love Danny's content. I am so in love with so many of his series, especially recently. Rediscovered him with Has-Been and have just been enjoying it ever since. And even though we had to have a messy public breakup, I have full faith that he will come back to me eventually. Danny, let's mend this. We can do this.
Well,
come back to me.
You're doing the wrong heart. You're doing the wrong heart, so now he's not going to come back. I wonder what heart he makes. What heart does he make?
That's a really good question. Danny, when you definitely don't watch this video, tell me if you do the right heart or the weird heart.
The peak heart. This is the American heart. Oh, wow. What the fuck?
This is a terrible intro. Let's watch this video.
Okay, we're gonna see how this goes. I'm actually a little drunk, so... We're gonna see how this goes.
You said that twice. I'm so ready for this. You're not gonna believe how I pulled this off. So the Trojans have been an issue for a while, and there's like nothing we can do about it. Oh, gotcha. Okay, but you're not gonna believe how I pulled this off. So he's doing it from Odie's perspective, which makes sense because that is sometimes how they do it in drunk history. Is like they're kind of going along with it. So that's fun.
I pulled this off. So the Trojans have been an issue for a while, and there's like nothing we can do about it because they got these impenetrable walls, and everybody's telling me you're not getting in these walls. You're cooked. You can't win this war, and I'm like. Fellas, we can't lead a horse to water, but we can stuff it full of Greeks.
That's how it goes. That's how the saying goes.
Absolutely, Pete. You can't lead a horse to water, but you can stuff it full of Greeks.
We can't lead a horse to water, but we can stuff it full of Greeks.
I think you can lead a horse to water.
Not unless you want Poseidon stealing that shit. Oh, whatever. He's not listening. The odds of a guy like me running into Poseidon are incredibly small. The dude's a 700
He sent us to Steve Rod
with the personality of a middle school horse girl. He's a freak. He's a freak. So then I go fucking sicko mode, brain-wise, and I'm like, listen, I got something cooking up in here, but I'm gonna need you to bear with me. I'm gonna need you to...
More like horse with me. Come on, Danny. It writes
Terrible.
itself.
Bear with me? More than you've ever bared with anybody in your entire life. Okay? I'm gonna be Goldilocks. I'm gonna need you to be Mama, Papa, and Baby.
What?
Bear with me on this. What if we...
The Odyssey takes place before Goldilocks is written.
I don't know what you're talking about. Don't worry about it. He's doing great.
The biggest fuck-ass horse you've ever seen in your goddamn life. Out of wood. We make it out of wood, and then we just give it to them. And they'll take it. They'll just take it. We'll be like, guys, you won. You crushed it. And in Greece, it's customary that when you lose a war, you gotta give your opponent a horse the size of a whale. It's the customary...
Oh, I was about to say, is it really? Yeah.
No, congratulations. We give them a horse the size of a small city. And little do they know.
It keeps getting bigger every time. Like the horse the size of a building, and then he said horse the size of a whale, and now he's saying horse the size of a small city. The fact that he just genuinely, Danny is so good at cumulative humor in his reactions. Like he understands like the rule of threes so well, and just like the frequency at which like his bits build upon themselves is honestly one of the best parts of his reactions.
The size of a small city. And little do they know, I got 600 guys inside the horse. That's how big this horse is. And the whole time I'm pitching this idea, I'm getting, Captain, I'm thinking this horse is a little too big. They're not gonna want to accept it. But it has to be, it has to be an impractically large horse.
He's been talking about the size of this horse for like 3 minutes now.
Suspicious. We give them
Did he say anything smaller would be
large horse.
suspicious?
Anything smaller will be suspicious. We give them a horse that's like 7 feet tall. They're gonna be like, oh, there's for sure a guy in there. There's a guy in there. Kill him. Kill him and his family.
He's got a point. He's got a point. If you were gifted just one small hollow horse, you'd be like, yeah, Odysseus is in there. But if it's that big, then you...
Bruh.
I don't know. Maybe he has a point.
The horse has, and it's a good old-fashioned textbook slaughter. We lose nobody, and the men are rushing at the gates.
They lost Odysseus?
Down Trojans. And
That was a good one. That was a good one.
I can't believe he didn't make that joke.
I can't believe he didn't make that joke either. Well, to be fair, this is Troy Saga, so, you know, he doesn't have that joke yet. That's for next
Touché.
saga.
nobody.
Touché.
And the men are rushing.
Odysseus, some of the men have been talking, and they said they saw you drop a baby from the tower.
It's crazy, dude. What are their names? I'll fucking kill those guys. I'll fucking cut their faces off and mail them to their goddamn families. Those rascals. Where are you hearing this stuff? Oh, there was a guard. A baby-faced guard. That's probably what that is.
A baby-faced
Guarding
guard.
nothing by...
A baby-faced
A
guard
baby-faced
is nuts.
guard. That's awesome.
the way.
That's nuts.
Yeah, out of 10, that guy was ugly as hell.
2 years old for an infant?
He's old right now.
Sir, the men
2
are really
beers
upset
old.
about this.
Well, you know how men love to whine.
Kill a baby.
Find me funny. Anyway, we take Troy. Everyone...
Find me funny.
Me and you every time we make a stupid joke to each other on screen.
Yeah,
Like,
for
find me
real.
funny.
Men love to whine.
Captain,
Polities.
there's an island up ahead, and how are we gonna greet them?
With open arms.
With open arms! That's what I'm saying! That's what I keep saying. Here, have some pancakes. Here, they're good for protein. They're good
That's
for your bones.
nuts.
Nice and
That's
strong.
crazy. And he eats it. Nah.
Delicious, Polities. God, that Polities. Man, what a guy.
You haven't gone soft, right?
No.
You're still gonna kill people, right?
Yes.
Oh my
Because
God.
you're a warrior of the mind, right?
Yes.
Have you forgotten the lessons I've taught you?
Tegan looks different here.
The goddess of wisdom.
Just shows up.
Yes.
She just shows up. Yes.
Yeah, he's so
Also,
done.
can we just talk about how much like his roommate does actually look like Polites?
With open arms.
With open arms!
Where's the headband?
That's what I'm
Whee!
saying.
I think it's on. No, there's a headband in that hair. When did he come in? There's a headband
Can't
in there.
relate, I'm balding.
Greet them?
Pete.
With open arms.
Right?
Yes.
Because you're a warrior of the mind, right?
Who's this?
Have you forgotten?
I don't actually
the
recognize them.
lessons
It
I've
might
taught
be
you?
his partner, but
Goddess of wisdom.
Just shows up.
Yes.
Why?
Yep.
To give me wisdom. You know what, though? Things are feeling good. For the first time in my life, I feel like things are finally coming up Odysseus. We got a new island to explore. We're gonna dock the boat and go grab some food from it. And then we'll be back home in Ithaca lickety-split. And you can quote me
That's
on
nuts.
that. If we're not home in some time equivalent of the phrase lickety-split, where's Polites? I'll find that rascal and I'll eat his silly little headband right here.
in incredible. Absolutely stunning.
That's
I actually
that was very
have
funny.
two like bits from his reactions that I want to share with you. All right, so this is from the second episode, right around when he's reacting to Full Speed Ahead, and there's just a combination of bits here I think you'll appreciate.
So excited, he can't wait to hear what this guy has to say. Also, one sec. Wow, that's fucking crazy. All right, never mind, as you were, Epic.
And then
You can't trust the Google AI.
true, but wait for this next part.
First off, this guy's already my favorite character. He's got the
Oh,
best
boy.
voice. He's adorable. He makes Odysseus literally sparkle with joy. But also, hey, John. Yeah, John, get in here. Does this character look weird to you? Yeah, anything familiar about this?
I see it, yeah. I'm not used to Wolfie's
nothing
polities,
at
that's
all.
why.
I agree.
Okay, I get it now.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
And then one other to share with you from, next one is from the end of Done For. I think you're just gonna like this one.
I remember this
So
animatic.
I know you do.
Oh, shit's
Hell
about to
yeah.
get real Greek. I wish more duels were this way. I love the idea of two medieval knights duking it out like, well thought! You've bested me in armed combat, good sir. But will you best me in sex? In sex? Armed sex!
I must admit, I remember seeing a thumbnail where he was shirtless, so I was thinking, what the f is this? Yeah,
Nope,
no, okay,
that's
yeah.
why. It was
Dude.
just that bit. And yes, that's the thumbnail of this video. So
Bro.
that is the mastery
God.
of Danny Motta for you.
This was this first time I see his content, so this could literally be like introducing my friend to Danny Motta. I'm gonna check out. He's hilarious. Oh my god.
No, he's incredible. Like I said,
Yeah.
genuinely, like he is definitely one of those reactors that I genuinely think deserves the fame they have. His has-been reactions are incredible. You should check them out. And then the other two that are some of my favorite reaction series, you'll have to wait until we get through them on Pilot Week. But probably the best series I think he's ever done was his Owl House reactions. So I mean, even you could go check out just the first episode, even. But yes, definitely check out Danny's reactions. I love him to death, even though he might hate me now. I'm still figuring out how much of it is a bit. So thank you all so much for being here. Please go support Danny Motta if you haven't already yet. And as always, greet the world with open arms, and we will see you in the next video. Goodbye.